we're here at Hanley's in London, and we've got a special guest with us today.
Hello.
So, would you mind if I ask you a couple of questions? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Just general questions, yeah? It's just two questions, they're not trick questions or anything like that, yeah? So right now, as you're standing there, you look great by the way, fantastic, yeah? As you're standing there, do you feel like you're moving in any way whatsoever?
Yeah. In the sense of,
yeah, not. I mean, you're standing still. So, do you feel like you're moving?
yeah. I mean, moving in the sense of like making the most of what I can, and I've got this whole space as well. So you know.
That's fine. But as you stand there, do you feel like you're moving in any way? Is your body moving? I mean, I'm not moving. I don't feel like I'm moving. Okay, that's good. That's fine. That's all.
Yeah.
And then the second question is, as you're a wizard, yeah, and you should know about alchemy and things like that, and chemistry and all of that. So I'm going to ask you about water, yeah. So water, basically, the properties of water. When you look at water, whether it's in a river, or if it's in a lake, or whatever, or even a cup of tea, or in your bath, what can you give me like 2 or 3 words? What are the properties of water?
Well, in terms of
The dynamics of water, yeah. When you look at water, what is it always like? When you pour a cup of tea, it becomes, and then there's like the rivers are always, and the lakes are always. I mean, 2 or 3 words, very simple.
Just clear and
Clear, that's good. Yeah. How about when you view it with your eyes? What's the nature of water?
just enlightening. There's something enlightening about it.
Yeah, that's right. That's another good word. And if I do this, it's so water would come. Let's say would actually in a river, and then it goes into a lake, and then it becomes calm, doesn't it? So it's almost what do you see when you see that calmness? It's always still, and it doesn't. I mean, for example, do you think that water can bend around a ball? I mean, that's
Bend around what?
Around a ball. Do you think water can bend around a ball? No, not really. It doesn't. I mean, water doesn't conform to exterior objects, does it? So the exterior of objects. So when you're looking on a river, on a lake, water always seems what? It always seems level, perhaps. Is that okay? Would you agree with that? So yeah, water always is always level. Yeah. And so if the water's always level, in your cup of tea, in your bath, and then in the river certainly, and then in the lakes certainly. I mean, I've been to many lakes. I hike, you know. So I've been up to the lake. I've been up to the Lake District. I like to go hiking, and also what I've noticed, like Lake Windermere, it's quite it's about 10-15 miles across the lake, and it's always level, So even if the waterfall comes down, it's always level. So the rivers and the lakes are always level. So therefore, I put it to you. I mean, I'm just sharing this with you. That therefore the oceans are level. Yeah, wouldn't that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, that depends
so then,
on the nature.
So then we live because our Earth system is basically 71% water. Then I put it to you that we live on a stationary, level plane. Does that sound okay? Yeah. I mean, being Harry Potter, you should. You should be familiar with that, yeah? So basically, a lot of people now on the internet are questioning where they live, and they're coming up with certain conclusions that they live on a stationary level plane, and Antarctica is all around us, basically. So what I suggest to you is to have a look at a guy called Eric Dubay. 200 proofs. And it's a fantastic. Oh, another Harry Potter. Oh.
Hello.
Which group are you from?
I
Which
am
class?
a Hufflepuff.
Oh, Hufflepuff. Well,
Kind and loyal.
I was just asking Harry here 2 questions. Would you mind answering 2 questions?
Go for it.
And they're not trick questions.
Go for it.
So very basic question. Do you feel you're moving right now?
Yeah, I feel myself breathing.
Yeah, that's fine. But your body, I mean, I'm not moving. I don't feel I'm moving.
Yeah, not actual like.
Yeah, so we're stationary. Yeah. So we can agree on that. Scientific method. Observable, measurable, repeatable, scientific method. We're not moving, yeah? Second one is water. I mean, because Harry seemed to understand the properties of water, being a wizard and all that.
Yes.
Yeah? So water is basically, when you look at water in the rivers and the lakes, what could you take 3 words just to describe? It's always...
Constant.
Constant, yeah, that's a good one.
Constant.
And it's what do you view as?
Flowing.
Flowing and... One more?
Flat.
Yes, brilliant, you got it. So I would say level. So
Okay.
if you, so on that, with that conclusion, I would also put it to anyone that whether it's your cup of tea, or in your bath,
Yeah.
or in the rivers or in the lakes, water is always level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So therefore, as we live on an Earth system that's 71% water, basically.
We are
Yeah.
always level.
Yeah. So then, what? The rivers are level, the lakes are level, so therefore the oceans are level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So then I put it to anyone, and I've spoken with Harry. He seemed to agree with me that we live on a stationary, level plane.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do to you, I'm going to give you one YouTube basically video to have a look, and I recommend this to anybody who visits my channel. I've just got a YouTube channel, Eric Dubé 200 Proofs, and it's a 2-hour documentary, and it describes everything there. Absolutely everything. Just I've done it in 5 minutes, but he can describe it in 2 hours. Okay,
I like
thank you very much. I
documentaries,
really
I'm on board.
appreciate your time.
It's okay.
And lovely to meet you, and thanks again, Harry. If you can give me a little demo there, just to finish off. Yes. Stationary level plane, guys. Stationary level plane. Stationary level plane. All the guys that are watching there, check out the stationary level plane, Eric Dubé 200 Proofs. Thank you. Have a great day. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.